this video, I want to share with you guys my experience with the Venom x22 GT that I bought from Venom Motorsports 1 year ago at $2,500. And now here I am 5,000 miles later. So in this video, I want to share with you guys again my experience with the bike, and as far as what I did and what I use as far as my oil and gas on keeping this bike running smoothly and running to this day. So without further ado, we're going to get started on that. And also I want to feature my cat because he's so cute. You guys want to see him? Hey man, say hi. Chunky baby. Yeah. Okay, so the registration on this motorcycle was easy. I do live in the state of Nevada, so the requirements as far as what I need to do to register this bike, I already had. So check your DMVs in your state as far as what you guys need to do. Please look out for the bill of sale. When you receive this bike, it will be in your packaging. You're going to need that when you register this bike. Okay, so I want to share with you guys the oil that I use, which is this one right here, that you can get pretty much any auto store. Even Lowe's and places like that will have it. I did not use this oil in the beginning just because I was testing out different brands, but this is my favorite. It has put on the best performance on my bike and I have no issues with it. So I do recommend it as far as what oil you want to use. And I do change my oil out every 350 to 400 miles here and there. I'm sure it can go more than that, but I'm just sharing with you guys my experience of what's been working for me. So, and I'm gonna get started with the gas. I can't really show you the gas, but I'll tell you what gas I use. I use Chevron or Shell, one of those two gas stations we have here in Nevada. And I use the number 91 option. I believe it's called Supreme or something along those lines, but I've only put that gas in there, and I'm just going to assume at this point it's been the best for my bike. I haven't put any other cheaper gas in that. I just stuck with Chevron or Shell, and I use a 91 number for your motorcycle, which I'm pretty sure is recommended for all motorcycles, but don't quote me on that. So, quick modifications that I've done to the bike. I've only added a black windshield, which you guys see right here in the front. I have made a second video on that, so check that out, and there's a link in there that will show you where I bought it at, and very easy to install. I don't think I need to make a video on that. It's just, you know, bolt here, and just kind of put it right there. And I did add lights to it, which this is probably where this red wire is from. I added lights to my bike, and I'll show you a clip on that, just because I can't show you right now. It's pretty bright out, so it wouldn't make any sense. And my trunk. When I first got this motorcycle, my trunk was broken. I tried to talk to Venom Motorsports about this, and honestly, it's a very little thing to me. I just taped it down. I don't even put anything in here just because I have a backpack, and I don't want anyone to just... I know it's a key that can lock and everything, but mine's broken, so I didn't want to take that risk. So even if they want to untape this and take whatever's in here, there's nothing in here, so I just kind of tape it down, because when I ride it, it does fly off. So that's what happened right here. I rode, I didn't know it was broken, so I went riding and my trunk flew off, and it scratched up the corner right here. So I was really upset about that, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Also, I wanted to share with you guys, I also removed the labels off my motorcycle. Because I'm a all black look person, so just letting you guys know if you guys have questions like what happened to the labels when you first get it. I personally took them off. Only kept like the stickers right here, and what's on this side, and this one right here about like air filter cleaner and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I took my my labels off. Also, get into the habit of tightening your bolts on your bike. So I do so once a week. You know what? I lied. Maybe twice a week, because I did it the other day and a few days before that. But get into the habit of tightening your bolts, because they will loosen over time. and I mean all of it. Like, I'm talking like bolts from the handlebars to like the structure of the bike to like even the parts in the back, like where yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, like, you know, where the exhaust is and where like you'll find, you know, just stuff like that. So get into the habit of doing that. Also get into the habit of washing your motorcycle, you know, just taking a rag, a little bit of soap, a little bit of water, and just kind of wipe it down, you know, just keep it nice and tidy. You know, I personally like my stuff neat, and I like it to look good, so I like to wipe it down whenever there's dust or rain, a little bit of rain on it, or, you know, those landscaper guys that come around and blow around the leaves and stuff like that. Yeah, that gets on my bike sometimes. I do recommend a motorcycle cover as well. I do put a cover on this bike, but particularly for this video, I was just showing guys, like, you know, basically my motorcycle so far. Whenever I'm not riding it, I do put a cover over it, so please get a cover for your motorcycle. It just protects it. It just keeps it less dirty, you know, from whatever's happening outside in your environment. And honestly, it's good to be discreet. Not everyone needs to know what you have, so I personally like to hide my motorcycle. I don't need everyone to know what I have, because, you know, some people just are haters and want to just steal everything you have. So hence why I bought this lock. I have two. I have one in the back, one in the front, but I have this lock in particular. It's a bike lock, but I bought it for the wheel so they don't roll away with it. If that makes sense. It just helps with theft. That's the only thing I've done. I didn't buy anything for the handlebars. Oh, also your motorcycle comes with a steering wheel lock. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but if you just turn the key to that, there's a symbol you'll see to lock your motorcycle. You can lock your like handlebars, so I don't have to take that. So this bike is perfect for beginners, straight up. If you never rode a bike before, if you're not familiar with the feel of it and just like the experience of it, without the clutch, without the manual transmission, this is what this bike is for you. I learned a lot on this bike. I did take the MSF course. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it stands for the motorcycle safety course, and I recommend taking it if you're a beginner. I took it, learned a lot about it, and bought this bike. However, it's not a manual. It still teaches you a lot about motorcycle riding and safety and getting the feel of it. And I learned a lot from it as far as, like, you know, awareness and the size of it, parking it, you know, and turning, like everything you learn in the class, you're going to learn on this bike. You can learn on this bike. I want to see a mechanic. 9 times out of 10, a regular motorcycle shop would not take this bike, because they're going to be like, oh, we don't work on scooters, we don't work on, well, they consider this a scooter, we don't work on this brand, oh, they don't work on Chinese made bikes in particular. So I recommend going to a scooter shop. So that's what I did. I took this bike to a scooter shop because I just want to get, you know, a professional opinion, you know, just like build a relationship with my local maintenance guy. And yeah, I went to a scooter shop, and, you know, places that sell mopeds, like real talk, you guys. To go to a place that sell mopeds, and they will happily help you on this bike. If anything, they're impressed by it. So basically, see it as like a nice on the inside, but the mechanics of like the scooter engine, because they know what they're doing. They know what to work on this. Like, they're familiar with it. So I took my bike in to a mechanic, just get, you know, just a professional opinion, make sure my bike's running good. And he said it was great. Tire pressure is great. I guess the engine was great. There's nothing leaked. There's no leaks. There's no, I guess there's nothing wrong with it at this point. So if there is any problems with your bike, please take it to a mechanic for scooters. Because I guarantee you, any regular motorcycle shop, like, you know, Harley Davidson or Ride Now Motorsports or any of those like popular ones, or Cycle Gear or anything, they're not going to take it. I promise you. They specifically do not work on Chinese bikes. Only Japanese and Harleys and any other bikes you can think of. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Overall, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. The top speed I went on this bike was 80. And it is true that the speedometer on this bike is off. So when it says you're going 50, you're actually going 40. So it's 10 miles less than what you're seeing on here. So when I thought the bike was going 90, it really wasn't going 90. It was going 80. So I don't know what Venom was trying to do with that, but the speedometer is off, guaranteed. So again, if you see on the speedometer that you're going 35, you're actually going 25. So let's keep that in mind. Again, I've had a great experience on this bike. I ride it only to work. Work, friend's house, all that stuff, like just small places. In-city travel, pretty much. So I only ride it for like 15 minutes each time. It's 15 minutes to my job, 15 minutes back. You know, maybe top 20 minutes to my friend's houses, and never took it out of town. I really doubt it can make it out of town just because it's a small engine, and I don't think it'll last. I think it'll overheat, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so again, with my experience, I don't ride it as much. Like, again, I only had it for 1 year. I'm at 5,000 miles already. And I only take it to work. This is my commute to work. And it's perfect for that. If it's small commutes, what you're doing, this bike is perfect for that. So don't expect this bike to make it or last long if you like use it too much. Like if you ride it for like an hour to work, an hour back, like it's a lot. You know, it's a lot of maintenance on your bike. So you're gonna need more oil changes. You're gonna need probably a new carburetor soon. Just a lot. So I'm gonna wrap this video up with turning on my bike for you guys and just letting you, I guess, see it, you know, from it running. Remember earlier I mentioned about locking your handlebar? All you do is turn your key to this symbol right here and it'll lock your handlebars for you. So again, I just turn my little girl on. Again, I'm at 5K. It's about almost 9 in the morning and I do need to get some gas pretty soon, so yeah. So again, handle that. So again, let your bike idle. So wait for that little handlebar to get in between the 1 and the 1500 mark. And yeah. Mind the sound, by the way. I know some people want to change their muffler and get it louder and stuff. I don't need it to be loud. I don't need it loud, if that makes sense. So this is her. Oh, that's my, sorry guys, this is my lock that I put in the front of my tire, like right here. I also have another one in the back, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I just gotta put it on this front. But yeah, this is her. It's her little lights, you know. Not that loud, like I said, it's fine. Here is, you know, obviously the blinkers. Nice little blinkers in the front and in the back. Of course, same on the other side, same thing. Also, here's another advice for you. When you do start your motorcycle up, get into the habit of like checking your lights. Make sure your blinkers work, you know, make sure your high beams work. You know, what you guys saw right there. Make sure your horn works. You know, make sure everything works before you take off riding. Yeah, this is her. I ride her every day. Well, almost every day. There's some days I don't ride her. But yeah, I love her. She's great. She runs, takes me to work, and I have no problems with this bike. It runs, and I think it's about to be idle now. It doesn't take long for my bike to get idle, but it's almost there. Also, another habit, another advice. Get into the habit of letting your bike warm up. Like, I don't take off to another like 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes later. Let the oils go through your bike, let all the fluids run through your bike, and give it a chance to warm up. You know, if you just parked it and you got off, you're gone for 5 minutes to come back, that's different. Oh, also it's my motorcycle cover over there. So get into the habit of like getting a motorcycle cover as well. And I personally had to park it underneath the shade to protect it. So again, thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got good advice from it. And I really hope you consider buying this bike if you are a beginner.